Okay, now we're live. All right. Everybody, welcome to Big Bird Outdoors. This is our third podcast. My name is Nate.
My name is Max.
And today we are going over it's going to be an ice fishing extraordinaire. So we're just talking everything ice fishing. But before we get into that, we have set our schedule. It's going to be, now pretty much. So Fridays at 4. Times may change as we go on, but 4 o'clock seems to be a good time for both of us. Nice in between afternoon time, so we can run a little longer or shorter, just depending on the podcast. And if we have extra ones, we'll obviously notify. If we change the time day to day, we'll definitely notify. But for now, it's Fridays at 4 p.m. And I think it's going to stick like that for a while. Obviously, next Friday is Christmas. We will not be doing a podcast then. We'll be with our families, our respective families. So no podcast Friday, but then the next Friday we should have one. I believe. What's that? January 2nd, right? I got to do math. Hang on. Start the Jeopardy theme. Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it's January 2nd. I'm right. Maybe. Yes. No, wait.
There's a calendar.
Is that New Year's? I need to look at it. Hang on. We're going to find this out right now. We got time. 2021. Oh, yeah. Here we go. No, I want the image. Come on. I don't have the thing on my phone. So I'm a weirdo like that. Yeah. Oh, no, it is New Year's Day. I don't know if we'll do one New Year's Day. We might actually.
Maybe.
Sure, why not? I don't know what it'll be about. It'll be like a little celebration for the New Year. But yeah, so next Friday, definitely not on Christmas. We don't know about the 1st of January for the New Year's. But yeah, that's our schedule. That's all I got for that. All right, so we're talking ice fishing. So just a little update for ice fishing here. We're probably going to get ice up north for not this weekend, but next weekend. We'll probably be up fishing up north in northern Connecticut. But we'll be fishing not this weekend, next weekend, hopefully getting a video out during the week after we get it edited and everything. We're going up. We're probably going to try and go for perch, crappie, and trout. And pike. That's the big one.
Yeah.
I figured I'd let you say pike. That might make you happy.
Yeah. Love it.
Actually, in that spot, we might not find trout. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I know Max has definitely said, we're all excited to go actually somewhere in Connecticut to actually go and target pike through the ice. It's kind of a luxury here. There's places where you can go and find them, but this is one of the few lakes in the state where you can go and target them and really catch them. So definitely excited for that. Definitely excited to start off the ice fishing season so long as the weather holds. But yeah, I'm hoping I can like I said in the last podcast, I have one guide trip. I'm hoping I can get that in early so then I can open up the rest of January and February for other people. If you want to, my link to my website's down there and my guide service Insta if you want to sign up. Self-promotion. Have you ever caught a pike through the ice?
No.
Neither have I. Cool.
I've caught pike, but not through the ice.
I'd change that next weekend.
Yeah.
I'd be excited to do that. All right, so what's your favorite to catch through the ice out of species then that you have caught through the ice so far?
I'd say perch.
Yeah.
Or pickerel maybe because they're
pickerel are fun.
They're fun to fight.
They're annoying to deal with.
Of course. Or maybe even bass. Bass are, it's just ice fishing all around is pretty darn good.
Yeah, and we don't really target either. We do.
Yeah.
We'll talk about tip-up setups probably right after this because that's a fun thing to talk about. But we do use tip-ups mostly. Last year we didn't even get a trip on the ice. There was no ice last year. The year before we had one trip, so we focused solely on tip-ups. We did no jigging. We will sit and jig if we have time and we have the trips, but usually when we go, it's heavy on tip-ups, especially if you get those days where it just keeps going and you don't really have time to jig. Like when we went those not this past year, but the year before, we were getting a fish every 10 minutes. we would have had no time to sit down and
Jig.
jiggle a nice little ice rod. But
Those are fun.
yeah,
I think I've only jigged like a few times with actual ice, but
yeah, we don't even do much, but yeah, but I'm trying to think of my favorite. Trout are really fun. If you can actually find them, we have one lake that we catch them. We caught like last time we went there a few years ago. We caught like 6 trout, like 5 or 6 perch. Yeah,
that's nice.
But if you can actually find them and really catch them through the ice, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say they're my favorite. Or crappie, because if you find a patch of them, you can sit and jig over them and just catch them like crazy. So long as they don't move. Yeah.
I don't have too much experience with ice fishing, but
we'll change that.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good.
Yeah, something I kind of want to talk about was tip-up setups, because a lot of people, especially when you go on YouTube, I feel like you see a lot of guys that sit and jig. Which I mean, but I mean that can show you like the how to move while jigging and all that, but it doesn't really help with tip-up setups. I mean, you can find videos of like, here's a basic how-to. Like, I mean, there's a video for that of everything on YouTube. Yeah, any kind of how-to, but a lot of guys don't show you like the setup, like the how to set your tip-ups in certain angles and sets to like make sure that you're on fish or you're finding fish. I mean, a lot of the places we fish, we know the lakes already, so we have our spots and it's pretty much like muscle memory how we set them up. Like where we fish on our property 5 minutes from us, I mean, we basically have like the holes drilled out in our heads. Yeah. It's literally just walk on, boom, 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 boom.
And then you just kind of chill out.
And then you're catching fish because you've done it so many times. Right. Same thing with the place where we catch trout. Yeah. We know here's the point, straight out, down it, and then angle away, and then we know that's our setup. Right. But for people who don't really do it much, if you're just getting into using tip-ups, because I know people who only jig, I don't like that, but I feel like it minimizes your chances. I mean, it is cool to sit over something and jig it up yourself. Yeah, that would be fun. But I feel personally that if you have something available to you, take advantage of it. So you can walk out on the water and you can set multiple lines instead of being stuck to one like you would normal fishing. Right. So I feel like you should take advantage of it. That's my personal thing. That's how I feel.
That's what I would want to do. I want to set up like tip-ups around and then like jig.
And then jig. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't get the people that sit there and just jig. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. It seems kind of counterproductive to what you can do. But a lot of those are catch and release dudes too, which
no good.
Nothing bad on catch and release dudes, but it's ice fishing. I don't sit out there in the cold to catch and release things just for fun. I gotta go out there to catch fish and eat. Yeah. But going back to the setup thing, in terms of setups, when you're first getting started, are 2 rules per se, if you're on a new spot, is triangles and angles. So what you would do is you say you're off a point, you set up your little encampment, whatever you're setting up on the point, and you go straight out from the point. And then what we usually do is we drill, if it's a totally new spot, you drill a hole on each side and you just take a bottom drop and put it down. And then the deeper side runs straight out from the point. So then you get a right angle and then triangle it back. And then if you have the extras, like guys, so you can put more tip-ups, and you run lines off of each point. So from the point in, and then from the far point of the triangle across the other way. Or what you can do is you set angles or lines. So here in Connecticut, you can have 6 per person. So you have 3 people, you can do 18. Set lines of, what's a good number? 3 or 4. And then you just set down different depths. Again, use that little depth finder and hit, and then go like 7 feet, 9 feet, 12 feet, 15. Then you get 4 lines of 4, so 16, and then you got 2 more to play with. So then now, usually what we do is we keep the last couple up, and then you find the depth you're catching them at, drill a couple extra holes, and run them down that depth. Because a lot of fish in the winter, they run certain depths. So like trout, they'll find a certain depth on like a line, and they just go up and down it. Perch circle, crappie set up in small schools down to the bus.
Decoration.
Boog, are you eating decorations? You're supposed to get birds, not decorations, you goon. But yeah, the biggest thing with tip-up setups is depths. And that's not only like the depth of the water, but how deep you're setting your lines. So, and that's also dependent on the species you're catching. So like, what's up? So like, perch you can catch down deeper typically, and they're gonna keep doing their little circles, and you'll catch them in flurries. Or trout, though they're a deep water fish, with that colder water and them running the depth, they can usually come up to like a middle, or they'll even come up like 4 or 5 feet under the ice. So
yeah, I don't know anything about ice fishing, so all I do, I just go and I see a tip up and I'll go and get it. Try and bring the fish up. That's it. That's it.
Eat food. That's very important.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part about ice fishing. It's food.
Yeah, because I mean the fight's great, but it's not like
it's a
like
social event with fishing.
Yeah,
pretty much. Because I mean, the cool thing about it is you're literally walking over the water and catching what would usually like you're casting to it. No, now you're literally standing over the top of what you're fishing and looking down on it.
The best part is when you see the thing when you're pulling it up and you can see it.
It's like that nice thick like glass ice. Am I being threatened?
Yeah. Don't throw a cucumber at me.
But yeah, back to the whole like social event thing. A lot of it like eating food, hanging out with people. And you, especially when you do those tip-up setups and you're not focusing on sitting over something and jigging, you get to sit back, watch, talk with people, eat food, until a flag flies.
That's one of the best parts. Is definitely cooking over the barrel, like the venison sausage or whatever. That's
I want some venison now.
Yeah, me too. That's always.
We need to do a cooking show for a
We
podcast.
do need to do it.
That would be fun as hell.
We gotta shoot a deer,
Like a cook-off or something. That would be fun. Or like we go and just like try stuff.
Yeah, the foodies. That's what we call it.
We're not calling it foodies.
So my uncle always says,
We're
because you
not
know
calling
what?
it foodies.
He's like, we gotta make a reality show and we gotta go to random restaurants all around and call it the foodies.
We're not calling it the foodies. But no, you know that like exotic meat place wherever it is.
I don't know. My friend was telling me, talking about like,
I know people who have been there
here and like this stuff and all that. Like,
we should go there, do that, and then have a cook-off, like a barbecue off with
that'd be
different
fun.
shit.
That would be fun.
Just like go and pick up like elk and bison and alligator
Goat.
or something nuts. Goat.
They had a camel at Cabela's one time. They had camel burgers for like $15.
I almost want to know what camel tastes like, but at the same time, it sounds horrific.
I'm good. When you're wasting $15, like, what the heck?
Yeah, if it's terrible.
Right. Which probably is.
Somebody hunting or trapping camels. That's just a funny thought to me. I mean,
Yeah,
it's farm. It's probably farm raised,
Yeah,
so it's just a funny thought to think of.
Imagine just hunting camels. You're in the desert, and you're like, I think there's one about 300 yards out. Take the shot. Okay. All right.
All the heat waves, you just can't see them.
Dude.
Is that a dune or a camel?
So weird.
This one's got a lot of water in his humps. Okay, but back to the podcast. No, we should definitely do a cook-off one or a taste test or something.
No, that would
crazy.
be fun.
If we shoot a coyote, we're definitely taste testing it on the podcast.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to have pasta as a side, just because, like,
Something.
yeah, something.
Not rice, just because you don't want it.
Hey, rice would be good.
Just because you said pasta now.
No, rice is good.
We can actually talk about food here, too. I know people who said that coyote's actually not bad if you make it right.
They say raccoon is good.
No, they don't.
Flare.
No, I don't trust them. I don't trust them because I know people, aka my father, who's eaten raccoons that taste like a leather bookmark. Well, it also depends what they're eating too. Like if they're a Midwest, they're just eating corn and seeds and stuff. Here they're eating trash and dead stuff and
So good.
friggin' trash panda.
Yeah. Yeah, but you should try.
No, but I've heard coyote's really good if you barbecue it.
Possum. No, I'm kidding.
I
would never try possum.
Skunk. Skunk stew.
Don't even. My grandfather said, he asked my grandma one time, so, so there's a woodchuck about and whatever, so we shot, and he's like, come on.
A lot of people eat woodchucks.
Yeah, they said woodchuck pie. He was talking about that. I don't know.
Like a shepherd's pie with woodchuck?
Maybe. I was thinking more of like an apple pie or something like that. Something like that.
Oh, that's fine.
But that'd be sugary meat. That'd be really bad. Yeah, probably.
No, but I've heard
shepherds
like they say with a lot of game animals to soak them in salt water because it takes the gaminess out. Like I've done that with squirrel and it tastes good. But I've heard if you do that with coyote and then barbecue it with like some sort of top like better sauce that like soaks in, so like a thin barbecue or teriyaki or something, that's actually pretty good.
I wonder if it's like completely different tasting from like beef or like chicken or something, or it could be like
because it's a totally different
similar
animal.
Yeah.
Well, like even like a deer compared to a cow, they're both hooved animals,
They taste different, but
they're somewhat similar.
They are.
That's what I mean. They're both hooved animals, right? That's a canine,
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else we could try. Huh?
What were we talking? Wolf. That'd be good. I feel like that would be interesting to
I
try.
don't know what it would taste like.
Or mountain lion.
It's probably a lot cleaner than coyote.
Oh yeah.
Well, because coyote. Well, I mean, they'll both eat whatever needed, but coyotes eat everything under the sun.
I think mountain lion would be good.
What's up, Justin?
Justin. Moose.
Elk is awesome.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I had that.
Yeah, I told you about the smoked elk sandwich in Colorado. One of the best damn sandwiches I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
It was $18. Best $18 spent. I was eating them on the plane back and stuff. Cause I ate like half of it and I'm like, I'm saving this for whenever. And they let me take it on the plane. I was like, hell yes. I'm just eating a smoked elk sandwich with bacon and cheese.
That's great.
On a friggin' plane.
Can't go wrong.
Where
were we? Ice fishing?
Yes, ice fishing. Now that we went on our eating tangent.
I don't know anything about ice fishing really.
No, but definitely if you go, bring people. Because it, like I said, you can turn it into a social event pretty much.
Yeah, you don't really focus that much on how cold
it's safer too.
Yeah, of course.
We don't play around with thin ice. We like 4 inches or more of good ice just to be safe. But regardless, having an extra person or two doesn't make it less safe. Let's just say that definitely ups the safeness.
Oh, yeah,
safeness a word?
Yeah. I don't know, but
safety level.
Come on, is safeness a word?
No.
That's what I thought. No, we're looking it up. We're selling this.
It's a word now.
It's really not, though.
How much are you planning on drinking tonight?
No, it's not mine. That's for Todd.
Okay.
Cambridge Dictionary confirms it is a word.
Oh.
What from?
You're wrong.
We were both wrong, Jen.
You're wrong.
Safe. I've never heard of
safeness. I mean, it is English, and they're a little weird with stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a British dictionary. Don't you know? They know about English. Oh wait, that's quite the proper English is them.
All right.
Not
Start slamming the British on the podcast.
No, I'm not. I think the Brits
All right, thank you.
I love them. I wish I was them. I do. I've always wanted that. I really. Whatever. Shut up.
I like slamming the bricks.
I'm not slamming the bricks.
Okay, stop. You're making noise. Go away.
Sorry. Well, this is my house. I'm gonna make a mess right now, or noise right now. Got things to
All right,
do.
ice fishing.
Bigford Outdoors podcast has gone British.
Gone rogue.
Gone rogue. Gone Brit.
Gone drunk.
Pretty much. They're not coming back.
Ice fishing. Ice fishing. Ice fishing. Yeah, I don't know anything about ice fishing. Where? Oh, here we go.
Way to be honest.
I got one. If you were to go ice fishing anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I mean, we kind of talked about it with the last one when we were asking each other stuff. That was the last one, right? Or am I losing it? Yeah, it was the last one. I'm losing it. But
I think I'd go Norway.
Norway's not a bad one, but
Big trout.
like Manitoba or something where they catch the
Yeah.
big Lakers, big
Yeah.
pike, walleyes. That would be awesome. Someone really catch walleyes.
Yeah. Minnesota is always,
Mm-hmm.
or the burbot. Have you heard about those burbot competitions?
Oh, yeah.
in Lake
Oh, they
Black?
slay them too.
Yeah.
100, like
A lot.
it's ridiculous.
I mean, that's good.
It's just
though.
like piles of it.
Yeah, that's good though, because burbot aren't like exactly great to the
Yeah.
ecosystem.
Yeah, like I saw one post where a dude caught like 50 of them in like 3.5 hours or something like that. Like literally just a pile of them with like trout mixed in. And they taste pretty good, I've heard. I don't remember. They have like a nickname, poor man something, but I don't need to eat a slime fish. Whatever
No.
those things are.
I'm good.
Going British again.
No, I'm not.
How did she even hear that?
Yeah, I mean, ice fishing is actually a pretty simple thing. I mean,
It's fun too.
no, it's fun. I mean,
Really?
something with like jigging is lure selection almost exclusively, which is something you kind of just have to feel out in the water.
Oh, let's talk about bait.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going.
Oh, okay.
But kind of always start small, work your way up. A lot of times people like with other kinds of like jigging and stuff, like open water, they'd say start in the middle, then slow down, then speed up to find out what the fish want. I always say with ice fishing, start slow because it is colder water, and even though those fish are active, they might not be like snap to it, like go get them type of eat. So you want to start slower, start smaller, work your way up. Use electronics if you have them with jigging. That's a huge thing because that puts you on fish, lets you see the fish around you, all that. Because if they're not there, you're not going to catch them, obviously.
Right.
And that just kind of eliminates the guessing game of that.
Alright, no good. But we always use shiners, right?
Mm-hmm. Or mum chubs if you get them.
I
Both
mean,
work.
always catch bass, perch.
Yeah, we definitely go for a
mix.
just to go catch them.
Really, just anything
Mhm.
except pickerel. We won't keep the pickerel.
Oh, we don't keep bass either, but
Yeah.
they're fun to catch. Pickerel are fun to catch. I mean, especially if you find the bigger ones and they run. It's awesome.
Until they bite your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Aggressive thing.
When it's nice and cold out.
Oh
it's
yeah.
great.
Oh, why does
But,
it cold? Everything hurts more. Everything.
It's a talent. But yes. Also another thing for jigging is, especially when you're fishing those bigger fish, so like your pike, your walleyes, stuff like that, you can tip them with minnow heads. Like get your bigger lures and tip them with minnow heads. Even if you have a dead shiner in there, just put a full dead shiner on there. That works well.
Smell.
Mm-hmm. Will smell, shine.
People
When you
cat.
snap at
Do
it.
they ice fish for catfish?
Mm-hmm. I've caught them. I mean, it's hard to target them, but they'll come up. If you put a deep one down in like some rocks or weeds, they'll come up and eat it. We've caught like 3-4 pound cats through the ice before. And they taste better then too.
That's
Mhm.
good. Probably.
I don't know why they just do it.
Yeah. Always. I've been ice fishing once in Minnesota. It was really cold and
I don't believe you. It's cold in Minnesota.
no luck. Nothing.
I want to go out there and change that.
Yeah, I just want to go out there and catch a fish.
Mhm. Wait, did you guys set tip ups or jig?
Tip ups.
How many?
Probably like 4 to 6, something like
Oh,
that.
you gotta get
Not much.
big setup. That's what you
Yeah.
need. But yeah, this our trip coming up. We're gonna have at least 5 people, so we can set a big set, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Hit all kinds of different depths.
Yeah.
All kinds of wonderful stuff. We gotta
Lots
see
of
if you
tip
can go
ups.
for sure. Lots of tip up, which means lots of fish, hopefully.
Which means lots of taste.
It was 5 people. We're definitely gonna bring food. Hopefully, food is the best part. 100%.
Of course.
What would be your go-to food
No.
then?
I can't watch
No, you can watch.
What would be
You
your
can watch my dishes. No,
What
those
would
are
be
actually
yours?
Adam's.
What would be your go-to food for ice cream if you had to pick one thing to throw over the fire?
Where the hell that venison kielbasa and then potatoes, all that junk that your dad
Kielbasa
your
and
dad
potatoes.
made that one time.
That's so
really good.
Kielbasa and potatoes is our go-to.
Good, like
Every
energy.
time must have.
Yeah, it's always good. For sure.
Yummy
Same
stuff.
thing for you.
Oh yeah, kielbasa and potatoes.
Yeah,
Like I said, it's the original. It's the best. It's what we do every time. It's the best.
Oh yeah.
You got any other questions outside of ice fishing even?
No, not really.
I wish we didn't get so much friggin' snow.
Yeah, we did get a lot of snow. How much is it? At least a foot.
Yeah, I'd say about a foot. 11 inches,
Interesting.
something like that.
Because we haven't gotten a lot of snow.
Yeah, it'll definitely
Yeah.
get the water cooled down though. That's a plus.
The chicken's pissed off. That's a plus.
Yeah, we'll hopefully be out on the ice soon. Hopefully get more trips than last year, which isn't hard to do since we had 0 last year. I don't know how many. I mean, I'd pray for even just 3 or 4 at this point. I'd pray for just 1, which we're hopefully gonna get soon, but
Yeah.
I want multiple for sure this year, so definitely looking forward to that. Then just laying it out for later in the season, February, March is hopefully more ice fishing, coyote hunting then. Good times. Jen's
That'll be
freaked
fun.
out in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's good though. It's good for
Good for the populations of the animales.
yeah.
Have
Coyotes.
you ever heard of like Alabama? Their fawn population since they got coyotes reinstated is down by like 50%. Their fawn survival rate.
That's why I need to kill
Yeah.
coyotes.
Yeah, like so like compared to like where it was like at 100% previous to, now it's at 48%. So it's down 52% in like the 20 years since coyotes got reinstated. That's nuts. When you think of like Alabama, then they have like no tag limits essentially on deer. So think of how many deer there are, and then think of like chopping half that in reproduction.
It's horrible. And then how about are coyotes considered apex predators?
Depends where they are. Like here, yes,
They're like
because like a bear's not gonna challenge them for stuff.
No.
Especially if there's one bear in the area compared to 50 coyotes, you know. We don't really have a mountain lion population. We have a few, but
Nothing
DEP,
crazy.
no.
People say we don't.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, we all know people who have seen them, but our state environmental department won't recognize them as a species just because there isn't enough of them. But if they were here, they would be the apex. But like I said, there's not a population of them, and especially like in the specific area we live, there's not enough bears to challenge them, and bears really aren't a predator like challenging type of species like a wolf or a mountain lion or something like that. Yeah.
kind of like goes.
Well, they just
around.
make do. I mean,
Yeah, they'll do whatever. Trash, bark, honey, fish.
yeah. I mean, coyotes are kind of the same, where they'll eat whatever they need to if they need it, but bears will eat anything anytime.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna like challenge the coyotes per se.
But the coyotes will definitely, they're gonna try and get like a deer before.
Yeah, fawn, whatever.
Yeah.
Hurt deer, or rabbits,
Right.
squirrels, crows, turkeys, whatever they can get their mouths on. But like even here, we're not necessarily a very rural spot in our town. Like the outside of our town is very rural, but here it's a little more residential,
Yeah.
suburban-y. And we, even right here, we have 2 coyote packs, you know? And then,
yeah.
and then you just, as you go further out, there's even more of them.
All the
Yeah, I'm
time.
hoping we can find farms to hunt those. That would be nice. Help people out and have some fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan for the next few months is ice fishing, coyote hunting. That's really all we got.
Coyote.
All there is to do on these parts.
Pretty much. Just hunt and fish. That's all we got to do.
That's it.
Especially with
Yeah,
sports
especially-
getting canceled. Oh,
Exactly.
Especially in this town, there's like nothing really to do besides that.
There's not. Thank goodness you guys enjoy that.
yeah.
Instead of hanging out at seven.
It's better than the kids who are just here and complain all the time that there's nothing to do.
Right. Find something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
1,000 chickens to take care of.
Yeah, we should get more, I think.
Now.
I
how many
need
chickens do you have now?
25, but I need more work. I gotta keep going. So I say we keep her going.
I need more work.
I think we don't. Need
I say
any
turkeys
more.
are next.
No.
Oh, no, you wanted pigs, and then we can't do that, so we might as well just get turkeys.
I vote for turkeys.
Me too.
Turkeys are dumb.
You're dumb. Pigs are even. Actually, pigs
Exactly.
are
They're not going to do anything. They're too dumb to do it.
Hey, we could do the same thing with the feed with the turkeys. Think about it. It's a good deal.
All right. I think that just about wraps up the podcast. We're
Yeah.
definitely getting into
Nothing.
joking, goofy territory.
Yeah. Although turkeys aren't.
Yeah.
No, neither are more
Turkeys are
chickens.
no joke.
Neither are more chickens. We need those. I'm not kidding about that.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. So thank you to everybody who watched it live. If you're watching it later on, go ahead and comment below if you got questions. Check out both of our Instagrams down below in the links. If you want to book an ice fishing guide with me, you can hit the website link down below or contact me on that Instagram, which is also down below. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll either see you on the next podcast or next video. Again, podcasts are Fridays at 4 now. We have a consistent schedule, except for next Friday, which is Christmas.
And Friday after that is New Year's Day.
Yeah, I know we're kind of on the line for New Year's Day.
I wonder.
But yep. Hope you like this podcast. See you next time, and peace out.
Adios. My class. If I have to. I have to say adios.
Adios.